The first AP poll for college football just came out, and Texas is your #1 team in the country.
Wow, preseason AP top 25. Now, Tone is AP voted for the NFL, not for college. Texas, #1 in the country. I think they also have the best odds to win a national championship. Penn State, #2. Congrats, James Franklin, Drew Aller, and the boys. Ohio State, always going to be high because the team's obviously phenomenal. Clemson, now, is the interesting team that nobody has talked about or thought about all offseason except for Clemson fans. Now, I know the ACC has talked about it in the way that the ACC's talked about it. We love the ACC. Love everything about it, especially down there with Bill Belichick now.
Come on.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah,
but the thought that Dabo is going to be back in the national conversation is great for college football. I'm happy about that. Greg McElroy actually has Clemson as the #1 team in the country in his eyes on his Always College Football podcast. He has Clemson as the #1 overall team in the country. Tone, what are we seeing from the AP top 25? What are we seeing from McElroy's top 25? What are the expectations here?
So with the AP and kind of McElroy's, the big thing to me coming into this season is there's so many question marks for a lot of these top teams. And Greg probably has Clemson at #1 because there's not question mark. Cade Klubnik had 43 total touchdowns, I think, last year to 6 interceptions. They're returning all 5 offensive linemen, all 3 of their top wide receivers. They returned 2 defensive linemen who are going to be drafted in the top 10 of next year's draft, and a corner is going to be drafted in the first round. So there's not questions about Clemson, I don't think. And then
Dabo, that boy can coach.
And that boy can coach.
And run.
And they do the NIL.
Yeah.
They started doing it at NIL.
Not just the gods.
Penn State, there's not a lot of questions. Yes, Penn State has disappointed us a lot over the last few years, but that we know who their quarterback is, we know who their coach is, we know their running backs, we know the defense is going to be really good. Ohio State loses a ton. They lose their quarterback, they lose their entire defensive line. There's question marks there. Georgia's got a new quarterback coming in. Notre Dame's got a new quarterback coming in. Oregon, Alabama, Miami. All have new quarterbacks coming in. There's a lot of questions in this top 10. So I think when you look at the pool, or this preseason pool, Texas, not as many question marks. Penn State, not as many question marks. Clemson, not as many question marks. And I think that's why they're those 3 of the top 4 teams.
And we'd also like to break some news at this exact time. Coming out on Wednesday, an annual tradition about to take place. The Need to Know Gambler's Guide for college ball, $9.99 this year. Tone, you put a lot of great work in. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the second annual.
Wow. 2-time bestseller.
Wow. 2-time.
Thank you.
2-time. We did crack in.
Yeah.
We were able to crack in there. Now, we did have to buy a couple at the end, but we still got it past the list. Need to Know Gambler's Guide for college ball. D-Bone went to work on the cover. Tone, you went to work on the inside. What are we going to find in this thing on Wednesday?
So I did a preview for all 68 Power 4 conference teams. So that would be every single team in the ACC, Big 12, Big 10, and SEC. So you'll get a full-page preview on each of those teams, who's coming back, who their coach is, where their weak spots are, stuff, and breaking down the schedule, stuff like that. And then, at the end, I give out about 32 best bets as far as totals for over-under for the season.
32.
There will be a bracket on who I think will make the college football playoffs, so you could also bet off of that. Heisman winner, stuff like that. So, yeah, it'll be about 75, 80 pages of college football breakdown.
Why isn't South Carolina on McElroy's top 25? And maybe it's because I just watched the SEC show, but I love Beamer, and I thought everyone was talking about Lenore Sellers being a Heisman, and then the one team that's not on McElroy's, and I think South Carolina's 13 on the AP or 12, and South Carolina's not even in his top 25. Is that kind of one of those teams that people are either, hey, Heisman and national championship or bust?
I think it's because a lot of people think Lenore Sellers is going to have to be Superman and carry the team a lot because there's not a ton of other pieces on offense. So it's like if Lenore Sellers has a Cam Newton run, yeah, they can do it. But if he does not live up to the potential, then they may fall.
Here are the Heisman Trophy odds. Arch Manning plus 600. Cade Klubnik, #2 overall odds, alongside Nussmeier. Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State new quarterback. He's always open, you know that. Drew Aller. Obviously, I like the way their season ended. Now, granted, everybody wants to win a national championship. Him making a massive mistake and having to sleep on that all offseason, I think could be good for his development, or it'll expose him as a guy that was never supposed to be. Yeah. It's one way or the other up there. James Franklin, too, in that conversation. Lenore Sellers, Ty Simpson, Carson Beck, plus 2,000. DJ Lagway, plus 2,200 down there.
Hammer it.
Why is that? Did you see the cover of the The Need to Know Gamblers guy. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see the graphic down there?
Great job up on there.
Yeah, it is a great job. Just a little bit in front.
Two dogs.
Just a little bit in front of the other.
Top 4?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got thighs for arms.
Lagway?
Yeah. Florida is a major part of that SEC show, and a lot of it's Lagway and Billy Napier. And Lagway is one big son of a bitch.
How do you feel about Ohio State being top 3 when we don't even really know how it's going to go? We just assume they're going to be great. That has to be a great compliment to the people of Ohio.
Yeah, I guess I'm sure people are upset that they're not number 1, but I think we've talked about preseason polls in the past. I don't know. I don't understand them. We talk about it. I understand why they're here, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? Whatever you are, use it as motivation to try to get to the top. Like if you're Texas, say, great, we deserve to be here. If you're Clemson, if you're Ohio State, say, hey, we should be number 1. Let's go out there and prove it.
Yeah, the thought of Clemson being back in the convo was kind of startling over the last couple of weeks as we're doing research to get back into the season. Wow, people high on Clemson. Completely forgot people were high on Clemson. That was a little bit of a take. Then as I start reading it, and then you start putting the stats together, it's like, and Dat Boy's getting back. I like the Dabo's getting back into the national conversation.
And a lot of it, with all due respect to the teams in the ACC,
bingo.
is there's not a lot of other teams.
ACC stinks.
Yeah, and that's why Clemson last year was just a nothing because they lost to Georgia week 1, 31-0, and then Miami was the ACC team, and then just the last 2 weeks it turned into Clemson.
Now that the AP is out, now you saying that week 1 brought it up. 3 top 10 games in week 1. You have Texas, Ohio State, LSU, and Clemson, and then Miami on Notre Dame is on Sunday. So that'll be your 3 top 10 games week 1.
College football is so close. Just a couple weeks and we'll be over there in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to get over there, get back in the swing of things. Will be Lee Corso's last headgear.
That's right.
I think that's going to be a pretty emotional show.
I would assume so.
Yeah,
I would assume that's going to be a lot of different, call-ins or show-ups, messages.
Yeah.
A lot
Cameos,
of
if you will.
Yeah, there it is. That's the thing. And,
90, right?
huh?
Just turned 90?
Happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
That was incredible.
Great.
I get an email. Hey, Coach Corso's turning 90. If you guys want to say anything, and I'm literally just as I'm walking on the beach. It sounds so. I live that life now, though. You should see me walking that beach. I fucking love it.
Yeah, vacations are for beach.
It is great. I mean, I'm on cloud 1,000 up there walking that thing, and I get an email. Hey, Coach Corso's turned 90. If anybody wants to say anything, I do. From everything in this ocean, brother. Because the amount of times I thought we know nothing about the Bermuda Triangle was right out from where we were.
Don't go.
Scary. The Bermuda Triangle is right out there. People are like, hey, you look right out there? That's where the Bermuda Triangle is. So I look at the Bermuda Triangle. It's like over 1 million square miles or something like that. And then I ask Grok. I said, Grok, what? Tell me about Bermuda Triangle. What's going on? Grok basically says, it's all bullshit. Don't worry about it.
No.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Grok told me.
Yeah,
and I'm looking out
Grok.
there. I'm
No.
I don't look like bullshit to me. It looks pretty real out there, everything I'm seeing.